Again, this time we're gonna review Linkin Park. Yes, that's right. And I'm gonna talk mostly about their first two albums and one of their latest. Originally, I intended to review 4 albums, 2 of their latest and 2 of their earliest, but I listened to One More Light and I just did not like any of the songs out of that one, so I just decided that I'm gonna use 3 albums instead because I'm not really that interested into this group. So let's just get to the review. Let's talk about the first one, the hybrid theory.
Memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Alright then, first off we have the hybrid theory, and this one, was the first one I listened from this band, and of course it has the staple songs such as Crawling, In the End. Guess that's it for this one. The really memorable songs that every teenager from the early 2000s listened to, except me because I was just a little kid and didn't really listen to music, but I do have a lot of memories from every single song out of this album. So I'm just gonna talk about, first of all, let's talk about the artwork. It's not bad, but also it's not really my cup of tea. I don't think it's interesting, I don't think it's that great, but also it's not absolutely awful. So that's an alright artwork here we have right here. Now the songs, it starts with Paper Cut. I'm gonna say the very start of the song I really don't like. I don't like how it sounds. It sounds really goofy and MIDI, and as if this was just some teenager in his, let's say, basement, editing with a MIDI program, creating shitty music. That's how the song starts for me. But it gets better, and the whole album also gets better over time. I shouldn't be using this because I'm not really listening to anything. So after that we have One Step Closer, With You, Points of Authority, and Crawling. Let's talk about these ones first. I think with each new song the album gets better overall. What else can I say? Let's go to the next few songs here. Runaway, By Myself, In the End, Place for My Head, Forgotten, Cure for the Itch, Pushing Me Away, My December, High Voltage, and a bonus live track. So this is a bonus edition of the album with a few more songs. And I imagine originally this album ended with like 10 songs, I guess, 10, 11, around that. So there's a few extra songs here, but I'm gonna say the album did, up to a certain point, get better as it went. But these last few songs, High Voltage, My December, I think they're more forgettable than everything else from this album. They're not bad, they're just forgettable. I don't remember anything from them. And just overall, this genre, rap rock, new metal, is just not my type. As I already said during my Slipknot review, or it was just one video. New metal really isn't my type of music, but this is more shifted towards the rap rock helm, so still not my type of music. But this is not overall not a bad album. I really like listening to it a few times. Brings me memories. And let's get to the next one, Meteora. Next up we have Meteora, and this is way better than the first album, I think. The artwork still really not my cup of tea. It's not bad, as I said, but it's also not that interesting. And the overall songs here, we have a lot of great songs in here. Forward is like a little, very short introduction to the album. Then we have Don't Stay Where I Belong, Somewhere I Belong, Lying From You, Hit the Floor, Easier to Run, Faint Figure, .09, Breaking the Habit, From the Inside, Nobody's Listening, Session, and Numb. And all of these songs, I think they are all really memorable, and I really like all of them. Obviously, a few ones I'm gonna like a lot more than the rest, such as Numb. Of course, gotta love Numb. It's a really great song with deep lyrics. Yes, deep lyrics. That's right. And just overall, I think this album is better than the first one. I think they really improved over that shitty MIDI sound the first one had at a few moments, and I don't think there's any song from here that's forgettable. Also, different than the first album, I don't think that this gets better and better and then suddenly becomes forgettable. I think this album is just overall very consistently good. And well, that's it. This album was released the same year I was born. Look at that. And a few months before I was born. So this album is older than me. Think about that. Let's get to the last album and the one I like the most. Alright, for last here we have The Hunting Party, and I'm just gonna say this is my favorite album from this band. I haven't even listened to all of their releases, but I'm pretty sure this will be my favorite. Also because I won't listen to any of those, and I probably will listen to these albums a few times and never again. But this album, I just think it's amazing. So this artwork is just really great. I think it's their best artwork. And the songs, Keys to the Kingdom, amazing. I really like this one. All for Nothing, Guilty All the Same. It's like it's like everything that was great about those first two albums, but way better with longer songs. Guilty All the Same is almost 6 minutes long. Really like long songs. After that we have a cool transitioning track, The Summoning. I like this one, I think it's really interesting. Then you have War, Wastelands, Until It's Gone, and all of these songs are really amazing. Until It's Gone has really deep lyrics, really like what the song's about. You have the Rebellion, Mark the Graves, Drawbar, and what's the one song here? I think it's Drawbar. Yeah, I think it's Drawbar, the song with a really cool instrumental. And this album overall has a lot more of the instruments. They're a lot more present, a lot more of instrumental sections, parts. I really like them. And the vocals on this album, I feel they're like tuned down. They're less present. Not in a bad way, I prefer like that. As I said, rap rock, new metal is not my type of music, but in this case I think it works. Drawbar, then we have Final Masquerade. I completely forgot that this song existed, and then when I listened to it I remembered how famous this song also is. And The Line in the Sand, not bad. So I just think overall this release right here is way better than those first two. I think they really improved over the years, with the exception of One More Light. I did not like One More Light at all. But well, that was the review. I'm gonna get to the middle now. That was the review. Overall, this band, as I said, not my type of music. No metal, rap rock, whatever. It's not really what I like to listen to. These albums, they're very replayable, but I don't think I'll ever come back to them again. After a few more times, I tend to listen to them at least one more time each, and probably never again. I'm not that interested into this band. And to finish off the video, I'm just gonna give a quick rating. So Hybrid Theory I would rate around 7.5 out of 10. Meteora I would rate around 8.0 out of 10. And The Hunting Party 8.5. That's my rating for these few albums. I'm looking right now at a spreadsheet I made on Excel. And in this spreadsheet I'm gonna just add all the albums that I make reviews of. So I just have them stored, saved. So one day I'm gonna come back and look at all the albums I've reviewed in the past. That's gonna be a really interesting video in the future. So after this video we have 17 albums reviewed, counting from the ones I did on Blackpink. I'm gonna count that as the start because everything else before that I wasn't experienced enough with music. Now I feel I'm comfortable enough that I can release coherent reviews on music. So just to buckle up this video or buckle down, not a bad band, not my type of music, still great. I probably won't ever listen to this again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Until the next time.